guys, welcome back. I've got Jenny with me today. We're in the middle of a heat wave, like literally heat advisory warning until 2 days from now.
It's approximately the temperature of hell.
It is. That's why we're doing this at night.
At 8 p.m. when it's still the temperature of hell.
Yeah, it's probably like 85 degrees right now.
Probably like 90.
90? Anyway, we're doing a review because we need to drink. Anyway.
We're also
So.
messing with our palates first, but
Yeah.
sorry.
So today we are going to review the India Pale Lager. Okay, and now we pause, and then we do the intro. We need a beer before we get into stats because this has been a trying recording.
This is my favorite part.
Look how clear.
Wow. And soft. It doesn't seem to have, maybe it's because it's been sitting, but it doesn't have a ton of carbonation. It looks like it'll be delicate bubbles.
Oh my god. Man, when I was trying to pour this out of the keg, it was like not having it.
It was really heady.
It was just a foam bomb trying to get this in here.
Well, it's perfect now. I mean, that looks beautiful. That's commercial beer.
You're a commercial beer. Alright, I'm getting rid of that. Alright, I'm gonna show you my flashlight so you guys can see how clear it is.
Put your face behind it.
Woo! Spooky, scary.
Cheers.
Cheers. Fucking Christ.
Cheers. We drink, you drink.
Cheers. My mouth still tastes like orange popsicle, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay, so stats are pre-boil gravity was supposed to be 1.049. We hit 1.052. Original gravity, I actually added some water to this to hit our original gravity, so it was 1.053. Our final gravity was supposed to be 1.016. It was actually 1.008. I get really good attenuation for some reason. I don't know why. And then our alcohol by volume is supposed to be 4.9%. We got 5.9%. So for a lager, it's pretty heavy.
And it doesn't feel like it.
Okay, so...
Everything up before ABV is the part of this process that is like the Chinese to me. Like, yeah. I've heard, I like hear the words more, and I've brewed with you enough times that like I'm starting to retain some of it.
Yeah.
But you guys speed through it. Like, it's really impressive, the science and the chemistry that you have to retain for this, that you had to like pick up and understand, because
yeah.
I recognize that like...
I did not do well in chemistry in school
you're
either.
You're clearly doing it well now.
This is still like memorizing the periodic table. Didn't get down with that. So, color. It's kind of hard to tell just because it's pitch black out here. But it's like kind of, it's light straw color.
Yeah, it's kind of golden, marigold.
Marigold, crystal clear, very lagery looking.
There's no cloudy, no haze.
Nah. Very white head. Not really retaining, but I can tell you there's a ton of foam in my drip tray on the keg, so.
And personally, I don't like, even if they pour foamy, I don't like when you drink beer and it's overcarbonated. It fills me up so much that as a small person, and I can drink a lot of some things, but beer, even if I really like it, I just tend to not be able to hold a lot of it. So when it has that really high carbonation, and I don't enjoy it as much.
Yeah.
When it's like this, this doesn't feel flat, but it doesn't feel aggressive, and I could absolutely just down this so fast. It's really good.
Okay. Okay. So this one had Pico, Azaka, and Amarillo hops, and they were all whole cone. I was literally just trying to clean out my freezer.
It's got an aroma, but it's pretty mild. I would say it's a little like meadowy.
Very lagery aroma.
Yeah, but it's got I feel like because of the added hops, because it's still got a little bit more of that sweetness than like a lager would have. But the first smell, I kind of got that like pollen marigold thing, like it's a little floral.
You know, it like when you said meadow, I like took a smell and I was like, it totally smells kind of like a meadow air freshener.
Right, 100%. And not perfumey, but it like wildflowers. Like it's not roses, it's not like lilies that like intense.
It's almost like a dewy morning.
It's pollen and marigold and not quite grass. It doesn't smell like grass. It's not like wet cut grass, but it's...
No, I hate the smell
now,
of cut grass.
The taste, I don't feel like it carries as much of the meadow. It goes more into... I get more of the sweetness from it when I taste it.
That's good.
And the hops are balanced.
The flavor has changed. From the first time, so when we were drinking it the other day, it still had some yeast in suspension, and I feel like it was more like cucumbery tasting, but now it reminds me more of a lager.
Yeah, it feels like a lager, but again, it's got more depth than a traditional lager. Like, lagers can tend to be sometimes one note.
I feel like I totally screwed up my palate with that popsicle, too. All I can taste is orange.
I mean, I also do think there's some citrus in there. It's melon. You said cucumber, which I don't get cucumber so much, but, like, melon.
Yeah.
Honeydew.
Ooh, honeydew's perfect descriptor.
Yeah. And, like, maybe a little bit of, like, tangerine rind.
Well, if you think about it, like, Azacca and Amarillo are supposed to be super fruity hops.
Didn't we do that? I do remember that. We did add some. Grapefruit. Did we add a grapefruit peel?
We did a grapefruit, and we also did a lime.
And the grapefruit was way better, right?
Grapefruit was tons better. So we just took, like, the rind of grapefruit and swirled it around.
And we just, like, expressed the oil.
Yeah.
A piece of grapefruit, a piece of fruit would have been way too much.
Yeah.
But in that moment, this feels easier to drink. It was a little bigger, or I was just too drunk to know the difference that night. But especially on, like, a really hot day, because this has that mild fruit, mild citrus, but and the hops, I think the plant and floral aspects of the hops are coming through, not the crazy bitterness on it. Like, it's enough to...
Yeah. I mean, it hasn't been bitter pretty much the whole time. I think there was a slight bitterness before because there was yeast in suspension. So I think we were tasting the yeast more than we were tasting bitterness from hops.
Yeah, it just feels really balanced to me. This one's a good one. It's very difficult for me to not chug
That's not a leaf. I can't see.
Is it a French?
I need glasses. Anyway, mouthfeel, very light mouthfeel.
But a little more viscous.
It's not watery.
No, it's got the viscosity.
It's got the same, like...
It's not Bud Light.
It's got the thickness of, like, a German Pilsner, I would say.
Like a blonde, almost.
I feel like blondes are a little thicker than this.
Sure, I'll give you that.
I would say, like, a nice German Pils or Czech Pils.
Yeah.
Because
it just has some texture.
They've got some body.
But it's not weighty. And it's... Either it's just me, or it's so easy to just, like, swallow and chug. And it's refreshing, and it's got enough bitterness or enough flavor that it does kind of, like, it's one of those beers that, like, you get thirsty so you want more. Yeah. And then it quenches your thirst.
It does make your water... It makes your water mouth.
Oh, it makes your water mouth.
It makes your water mouth.
It makes your water mouth.
Makes your water mouth, you know.
Have a water mouth.
So the flavor definitely has some bitterness. And it's... you know how, like, a Bud Light can be, like, sweet? This, I would say, is super well balanced.
Maybe a little honey. It's not like maple. Because I think it's got more sweetness than a traditional IPA, for sure.
It does, but the hops balance it out. Like, so on the scale of, like, Budweiser to, like, German Pils to, like, Pale Ale, I would say it's more along the lines of, like, a German Pils to Pale. Like, it's a little hoppier than a German Pils.
But even a Pale Ale can sometimes, to me, feel and drink like an IPA.
Yeah, I agree.
And this stands out to me against an IPA in a very distinct way.
This has the same hop profile as a Pale Ale would have. There's no dry hops in it.
Yeah.
So we're missing out on those aromatics.
But I'm kind of okay with that. That's what makes it so easy to drink. Is it's not punching you. It's you don't have to. We're talking about it and we're thinking about it, but you wouldn't have to. Mm-hmm. You could. This is a backyard. During the day, at night, with food, complements anything. Like, I really love this beer. This would be an everyday beer for me.
This is gonna, like, have to be on the... Yeah, no, I had to tell Reed to not drink it all for this review. It's getting light. That's really funny. Always. It's always the good beers that I, like, can't review. Let's go tell him that we accidentally spilled it and we need another one. I'm going. Yeah, we're definitely going to. This one was... I mean, I don't want to say it was easier to review, but, like, because it's so easy to like, it's harder for me to give it notes. It's just, like, I like everything about it. It's so good. It's a much easier style to make, too, so I think it's just... Oh, girl, you should have this on draft at all times. Oh, yeah. No, I love this style. Because, like, my new favorite thing is lagers. Like, I'm super, super, super into lagers. Like, I just bought my ingredients to make an Oktoberfest. My first one. I'm stoked. Tell me you're not going to do a pumpkin beer. Read it. No! Reed vaguely asked me to make a pumpkin beer the other day, and he was like, But, like, what about, like, an Indian food spice beer? And I was like, that's kind of more up my alley.
Maybe.
Have you ever had Anderson Valley's Chai Solstice?
No. But here's the other, if we want to do, like,
real
a
good.
Halloween beer, we can do what about a black lager? Or black IPA?
I mean, Black IPA is my favorite.
Really?
So.
Me too. But have you made one? Have I tried yours?
I've made 2 different kinds.
Doesn't mean you've let me try
One
them.
I like more than the other. It's a little fruitier. But I think Reed likes the less fruity version.
I feel like we should try to figure out a way to do, like, maybe not. You're not able to do nitro, right?
No, I'd have to get a whole setup.
So it's like, what if we found out Halloween black and tan?
That sounds good.
Kind of interesting, right?
But
To do, like, a seasonal spiced something with, like, oatmeal stout.
Oh my god, you
Like
know,
black and tan, but like an orange and black.
Yes, but do a red ale, like an imperial red with a black IPA, because imperial reds are super hoppy to begin with, so I think they play really well together.
That's the interesting thing. Would you want it to be the black IPA and an imperial red, or would you want it to be like an oatmeal stout with an imperial red, so you get but the contrasting, or would that be nasty? Like a normal black and tan is really simple.
I think I would like the black IPA. I mean, you could also just like. You can turn any beer like black with a certain kind of malt. It's called Carafa 3, and it doesn't have a ton of flavor. It's slightly roasty.
So if you just fuck with something that shouldn't be, so if you just mess with something that shouldn't look,
we could turn this black if we wanted to. It would have
would be really bizarre.
It'd have a little bit of roasty flavor. Oh, you can also do activated charcoal, and that has no flavor.
I actually don't know if I'd mind a little roasty flavor in like a winter version of this.
Yeah,
winter. It's LA.
Yeah.
That'll be fun, guys. Keep your eye out.
We got all kinds of ideas. But yeah, this is like the perfect beer for this day because I'm melting.
Well, on that note, let's drink more of it.
Yeah, cheers.
Are we gonna play quarters or something?
I haven't played quarters in so long.
I know, me either. That's like the least COVID-friendly thing we could possibly do.
I know.
And there's a change shortage. The last time I did a review with Sarah, we were tasting a beer that turned out in a very specific way, and she was talking about doing a new batch with some modifications. What is the verdict? What did you decide to do?
Okay. So, y'all were tied. But like everyone wanted it to be remade with different yeast, but you were tied on which yeast. So, what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna try to harass Jenny into helping me actually brew this batch.
As long as she's feeding me beer, I'm happy to be up there
I was gonna brew
and
it
watch
this
her
weekend,
do
but it's so hot that I couldn't.
Yeah. Or we'll just do a night brew.
No.
Why?
I can't see.
Oh, because you brew outside. I forgot.
It's too hot to brew inside anymore.
Yeah.
It's like 85 degrees in the office.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Never mind. We'll come back to that.
Anyway, so I have all the ingredients in my possession now. We're doing a split batch. So we're going to brew one 6-gallon batch, split it down the middle into 2 different fermenters. One gets London 3 yeast and one gets Imperial Juice yeast. And then we're going to try all 3
Can
at
I make
once.
a request?
Yeah.
What I kind of want to do is have Reed, her husband, and cameraman / soundman / taste tester, pour a little bit, mark the glasses so we don't know which is
Blind
which.
test.
Because it'll be interesting if we come back in the same like this. Like if that beer that we had some notes about has changed, or if our palates have changed. Like to go back and blind taste all 3 things, especially since you'll probably be able to recognize which is which just from your own palate.
I'll be able to tell the one that I already made out.
But I won't.
I think you will. I think
Maybe,
it's going to be so much more bitter.
I would really like to do that. I think that'll be really cool.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
I'm totally down. I love that.
Cool. And we'll just do that. We'll lay out the stats and stuff in the beginning, and then we'll do the game at the end.
I dig.
Can we please go drink beer? It's my favorite obsession. Lagers, pale ales, and stouts, they are all what I want in my possession. She's the brewer upstairs. She's funny, pretty, and brilliant. I want to get inside her head and know just how she does it. She's brewing beer. Don't you dare ever stop. She's winning awards and in articles All the other brewers are so jealous. But no, they just want her secrets. A whole new beer. It's tasty, nice, refreshing, and yum. I'll drink it every day. You know what I say. Can I have another one with? Can I have another beer with you?
That was so good.
See, I have to know the song better to be able to do it.
It was really good. That was perfect.
I have to know the song better. The other ones are just embarrassing.
We have to sign off.
Later, folks.
Where are you going?
Signing off. I was done. I did my job. I paid my fees. I paid my dues.
Thanks for watching, like, and subscribe.
And if you stayed this whole time, you deserve a shot.
Shot of barley wine.
Shot of your choice.
Barley wine's like a thing now. I don't fully get it. It's like a meme thing on Reddit.
I don't mind the taste of it. I just can't drink a lot of it. It's another one. It's like super
I
barrel
like a
aged.
good barley.
Let's
I
be
like
done.
it. I like a good not sweet barley wine.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, we're out. Peace.
Peace.
Memberships are now open for this channel. If you want to support me and get all the videos early and a shout out, then join via the join button above.
Or, do you want me to blind taste test and not tell me what it is?
Nah.
Really?
I ain't got no time for that.
But see, I was going to say that might be faster. Instead of discussing it, I can tell you what I think, and then you tell me what it is, and then we're done.
Because I gotta do the whole stats thing.
After. We're going to go your way. Next time we'll play with it. Okay?
Shit's going down in the neighborhood, of course. This footage is gonna be garbage.
I'm thinking because it was not what I expected.
You drank this one, right?
I have? When?
The other night.
Oh, clearly I don't remember. Let's be clear. The other night was not Oh! I do remember it because Marcus came up and he drank it. Was this the one that you gave Marcus too?
I don't remember him being there.
He came up at the very end for like 15, 20 minutes. She's still driving, guys. Careful out there. It's LA. Let's just be aware of that.
I need glasses.
Don't
So
put
bad.
her on the 405.
When I was writing the next recipe, there was a point when I was building the recipe, and I have this on video, and I kept it all in. You guys can see it very soon. I didn't realize that I put 8 pounds instead of 8 ounces of a grain, and I could not for the life of me figure out why my levels were so weird.
You made it like that?
No, I just wrote the recipe that way, and I
Oh.
was like, why are my calculators freaking out? I don't know what's going on. I'm like, I'm a freaking
User
idiot.
error.